Welcome to the TMZ podcast. This is the pre-podcast. My name's Charlie. We've got the crew in here. We're going to go over the stories we're talking about on the podcast in a few minutes. Usually start the podcast at about 7:30 a.m. It's 7:27 a.m. right now. So we're going to talk about Timothy Busfield. This has been such an interesting case. He's now behind bars. Where is it? Albuquerque. He's been arrested on a couple charges related to sexual contact with a minor. Two twin boys are the accusers here for Timothy Busfield, apparently on set of The Cleaning Lady, which was a TV show that they filmed it in New Mexico. So that's why he's back there now, arrested. A few years ago, well, in 2022, these alleged incidents took place between Timothy and these twin boys who were 7 or 8 years old at the time when the accusations took place. And so now he's there. He's, people always claim, I didn't do anything. This is whatever. Thus far, the evidence isn't overwhelming thus far, I got to say. They must have a lot more evidence than they've shown so far because they're holding him without bail, I think. Is that right, Branson? Without bail? That's crazy. Well, I mean, they must have the goods, I would have thought, the prosecutors, because to arrest someone and then to hold them without bail is I would have thought, a high standard of
2026 state of
guilt's not the right word.
Versus Timothy
It must be credible charges. Because thus far it's just so they got the two boys. That's what he's behind bars for right now. But in the past, there has been another accuser, and also I'm back, just talking about pedophilia, so can't go too early right now. Devin's here. Isn't there another accusation that just came out with him and a 16-year-old girl?
Yeah.
Did that accusation just come out? Yeah. But it's from ages ago.
Came out, and then it was from 25 years ago.
25 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a bit more smoke, gives a little credibility to these new charges. But
or does it?
Or does it? What was I going to say? I was going to say, is he being criminally investigated for this one 25 years ago, or is it just a little bit more credibility to
the prosecutors brought this up as like someone else that has come forward, so I don't. But they're not. I don't think it would be their jurisdiction, and also I don't know what the statute of limitations are. I think they're just using this as like this is credibility that this guy needs to be like looked into.
Yeah.
The prosecutors definitely seem like they're like really like out to not out to get him, but I guess they're like going hard on investigating this. Like they slammed the fact that the studio's investigation didn't.
Yeah, Warner Brothers investigated and didn't find anything.
Yeah,
I just don't understand how he can be held without bail then.
Yeah, he's there. I think they said yesterday. Correct me if I'm wrong on the live stream that it's like he will have to like see a judge within the next 5 business days. So I mean, he'll definitely be there over the weekend. It probably won't be till next week.
It's just an interesting case because it's such heinous charges. But then I can't see any of the evidence. They haven't given us any of the evidence yet.
The only evidence really is just these kids' parents coming forward, right?
Yeah.
And saying that he said that the kids said this to their therapist or something.
Well, primarily one kid. And then they got the second one to back it up, like saying, "Oh yeah."
And I mean, his side has been obviously that they got kicked. He didn't they got booted from the show, and this is like revenge on him.
And he said, "Yeah, maybe I tickled kids, I don't know. That's why it's a little confusing because it's not like they've got like a smoking gun, or not that we have seen anyway."
No.
All right, so we'll talk about that. Then we'll talk about. Do you know the Hailey Bieber story?
Vaguely. It's like a girl who like talks shit about them right on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then she got sent a cease and desist by his attorney. All
right, let's do that
their
second.
Attorneys.
And then we'll do the croissants third.
The what?
The croissants.
Oh, you're a big...
Don't give away the...
Okay, I won't, but you're a big... Wait, don't give away the show or the people?
The people.
Okay, yeah. You're a big Masked Singer guy?
Big Masked Singer guy. TMZ podcast apparently going from strength to strength, by the way.
Huh?
TMZ podcast going from strength to strength. I know, Branson, I know. I'm just saying to Devin.
What does that mean?
We can't reveal why it's going from strength to strength, but it really is.
Strength to strength.
You've never heard that saying? From strength to strength. You've never
Have
heard
you guys
that saying?
ever heard that?
No.
Never.
You've never heard the saying
Never.
going from strength to strength?
Never. I have no idea what it even means.
The amount of things that's just weird cultural differences.
It's abusive intent and drug addiction, which calls highly.
All right, should we start it? Let's go.
All right, cool. I'm good.
Starting. Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton. This is Devin Rao. Good to be back in the studio with you, Devin Rao.
It's always good to see you, dude.
Yeah.
It's always good.
missed
We
you.
held it down for you the last couple of days.
Who's we?
Me and Derek, and then me and Talia.
You.
Talia was good.
Wow.
Yeah,
you
she
and
did a great
Talia.
job. Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Do you think that she might be my replacement?
I think she might be mine.
Maybe. She's pretty good, that Talia. Got a couple interesting stories for you today. We'll talk about Hailey Bieber because she sent out a cease and desist to a TikToker who won't leave her and Justin alone.
I love this, by the way.
You like that story?
Well,
You're going to lead the story then. You
no.
lead the story.
I totally back the Biebers. People just spew stuff on the internet.
About the Biebers?
It's like, dude, you have to have some repercussions for just spewing stuff on TikTok.
Okay, you back the Biebers, I'll back the TikToker and when we get
Okay.
to that, okay? We'll talk about, I don't know if you watched the Masked Singer, but the two croissants.
It's croissants, but okay.
Is there a T in croissant? I just said
It's
the T.
croissants.
Croissant.
I
Croissant.
think.
Croissant.
I'm not French.
I say croissant, mate.
I don't actually like croissants.
You don't like
No.
croissants?
I don't really like pastries in general, but
Oh.
especially croissants. Like,
Talia's definitely going to be replaced.
yeah,
me
she
now.
loves croissants.
She
for
loves
sure.
them. Hot take. Doesn't
Yeah.
like pastries.
I don't like pastries.
That's insane thing to say. But to begin with, we'll talk about the biggest story in entertainment news this morning.
Timothy Busfield.
It's Timothy Busfield. He's
Yeah, you missed this one.
I missed this one like yesterday or the day before it first came out.
I believe the original charges came out on Friday, I want to say, but it's like really escalated since.
He was
because
like, on
turned
the
him-
lam or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they were looking for him. He turned himself in,
Yeah.
hired an attorney, and he was in court yesterday, which is the update.
Well, yeah, we'll give you the updates to follow. We're live on YouTube. If you're out there, leave your comments. If you're on Spotify, iTunes, big love to you. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We do.
We do. We really, really do.
We really do.
TMZ, the TMZ podcast is the best. The best offering TMZ has, I think.
You're not biased at all, though.
I'm not that biased,
I
generally.
mean, technically, you're involved with other things here.
And I'd say that this is the number one offering TMZ has, in my humble opinion.
Well, I agree.
Here we go.
I agree.
Timothy Busfield, he appeared in court in Albuquerque
Mm-hmm.
on child sex charges. He's being held without bond. This is despite the fact that, he protests his innocence profusely. And, from all of the articles I'm reading, I haven't seen like a smoking gun. I haven't seen like massive evidence against him,
Well,
but I
did you
guess
read-
they must have it.
Did you read the charging documents or no?
I didn't read the charging doc. I
Okay,
read Al's-
so the charging documents, it all is essentially stemming from the fact that these two underage boys, they were 7 and 8. They're
twins.
they were actor. I don't know if they're twins, if they're 7 and 8.
No.
That kind of defeats the.
No, over the course of when they were 7 and when they were 8,
Oh, got it. Who were 7 and 8 years old at the. Got it. Oh, okay.
they're twins.
Oh, I didn't know they were twins.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So the two child actors. I don't know why twins is relevant here.
Well,
but
is it not kind of?
that is a good point though. So while they were 7 and 8, so while they were
Yeah.
filming this show,
Yeah.
he's saying these accusations are all made as a revenge because he cut them from the show.
Mhm.
That they weren't part of the final season.
He's a director.
director. He's a famous actor, but he's a director on
The Cleaning Lady.
Cleaning Lady, which I don't believe is a show anymore. I think it's been canceled.
Maybe I think episodes came out in June of last year.
I believe it was the last season, which
Right.
the twins were not a part of.
Okay.
So he's saying that basically this is the mom wanting revenge on him, but the evidence that has been presented in the charging docs are that these parents came forward
Mm-hmm.
saying that one of the twins revealed this to a therapist, and now they were coming forward with all these accusations against him for the inappropriate relationship he allegedly had with the kids. But he's saying, I never touched him.
So, and then the second twin is coming out, kind of corroborating the first one's story, saying similar stuff happened to me too.
And then the new part was yesterday, a third accuser came forward. So
Came forward
to the prosecutors.
Okay.
So the prosecutors were the ones who basically said this, where they said that a man had reported that his daughter was sexually abused by Busfield many years ago. That's how the prosecutors put it, at this theater, B Street Theater in Sacramento, California, where his daughter was 16 at the time and was auditioning for Busfield. Busfield founded B Street Theater in San Francisco.
Yes.
The allegations, I think it was that
It was. I mean, this allegation seems like prosecutors say. So I mean, this isn't just like
this is the father coming to prosecutors and telling them, "Hey, this happened to my daughter, that she was assaulted in Sacramento."
But apparently, allegedly, Busfield kissed her, put his hands down her pants, and touched her genitals.
That's what the accusations are. But the odd thing to me, well, we did some digging on this. We reached out to B Street Theater. They said they were aware of this allegation, and that they conducted their own internal investigation at the time, and that Busfield has no role or leadership, has nothing to do with this theater since 2001. So clearly there's something going on. The father said to prosecutors the reason he didn't go to cops was that he was told that Busfield basically was like, I'm going to seek therapy for this. Please don't go to cops. And that the father is a therapist. So thought, okay, this is a good, I guess, cause for action, or basically what he wanted him to do was good enough. But to me, I mean, it just seems odd that, well, this was 25 years ago. And now this guy's just coming out, which if this did happen, good on him.
Yeah.
The other thing, though, it's like if my daughter was sexually assaulted by someone when she was 16, and then I'm being told, oh, he's going to therapy, and I'm like, okay, that's good. I'm not going to cops. I would not do that. I don't care.
It just seems
I wouldn't care if he's going to therapy. Good, he's going to therapy. I'm also going to be going to police.
What I don't understand about the charges he's up on right now and being held without bond, which is like such a standard of evidence that they must have the goods on him to be able to prosecute him and keep him without bond. Because what confuses me is Warner Brothers, who's the studio behind the cleaning lady.
They did a whole investigation.
When these accusations first came out, they did their investigation. They interviewed everyone, and they found the evidence did not support the allegation. So it's not like they didn't find any evidence of anything. They found evidence that the allegations were not supported.
Usually when studios investigate, obviously they interview everyone on set, everyone who has interactions, and see did anyone see this? And they found no evidence that this happened.
So what does the
but
Albuquerque
the interesting
prosecutors
thing
have
is
that?
the prosecutors have kind of been like shitting on Warner Brothers investigation. So and they're going hard for Busfield. And as far as I've seen, I don't know if they have some smoking gun that they just haven't revealed yet, as far as something that like clearly shows he did this, or if they just really believe the parents.
There's got to be surely there's got to be a smoking gun for a judge to hold him without bail. What do you think he's going to do?
Well, yeah, I mean,
when
people hold someone without bail, because they're scared that they're going to flee the country before they can see a judge. And according, I was watching the live stream. We had the live stream yesterday of him appearing. And he's being held, and they said he has to see a judge within, I believe, like 5 days. So the weekend's about to happen. So it probably happens. So he'll spend the weekend in jail.
Yeah.
And then see a judge next week because he didn't enter a plea. I would, from everything he said, he's clearly going to plead not guilty.
Because wasn't he people were reporting that he was like on the run when really what he says I was I'm not allowed to fly because of
which
everything.
I also thought was odd. He said he drove 2,000 miles
from New York
to turn himself in, and then apparently the feds went to his house in New York and busted down his door because there was a warrant out for
They're looking for him.
Weird story. It's a definitely
Oh, and he's married to a
Melissa
famous
Gilbert.
Melissa
Yeah.
Gilbert?
Yeah, and she has not really said much. I think she released an initial statement, but she hasn't really spoken, at least on camera or anything about this. Yeah, serious charges.
Totally.
Obviously, we'll be following this case and see where it goes. But like you said, to me, unless the prosecutors have some
I just think they
evidence
must.
that they haven't presented yet that makes it like, okay, this guy did this, other than just the parents saying that he did this,
You'd have to have.
I don't know if he's going to get, charged with this or.
But he's being held
prosecuted.
without bond.
Yeah,
Like, how can you?
that could maybe just be
A
technicality. Sometimes like other states there's different
Really?
rules and stuff. Or maybe I don't know. I'm not obviously an attorney, but maybe the laws there are that for a serious charge like this
Maybe.
is just standard protocol. I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll keep following the story. Crazy story.
Yep.
On to our next one. Hailey Bieber. She has sent a cease and desist to a TikToker. So this TikToker, Julie Thies, she always does all these videos about like their marriage, and they're not happy because the TikToker allegedly claimed that the Bieber's marriage was abusive and tied to drug addiction. And this doesn't seem like it's the case because Hailey Bieber is now.
I mean, those rumors have been like all the rumors about, Justin's on drugs and like all the videos that came out of Coachella, like it was just like a popular thing to talk about probably on TikTok and other social media. So yeah, they fired off a letter from their attorney basically saying these are outrageous, false, fabricated, and defamatory statements, and demanding basically that Julie remove all these videos and stop implying that there's any abuse going on in their relationship. She's, released a statement to us saying, she fears the Biebers are silencing free speech. I'm all for, and basically continued, is extremely elitist to try to silence opinions just because you disagree. Disagreement is not defamation. I'm all for free speech, but if I'm the Biebers, like, if she's saying first of all, saying that there's someone is abusing someone or doing drugs is defamation. If it's not true.
Okay.
So that's just like, that's defamation. And if you're the Biebers, we like reached an age where there are just way too many people on social media, especially like TikTok, that just spout off complete bullshit.
Right.
And they have no repercussions for their actions. We're a media outlet. We can't just spew out bullshit because we'll get sued.
Right.
So at the end of the day, this is just them defending themselves. And there needs to, like, TikTokers and whatever, these people, they can say whatever the hell they want. There is free speech, but there's also repercussions for your actions.
Yeah.
So you spew a bunch of bullshit online and they sue you. That's just how the laws work.
Wow, you heated it for this one.
Well, no, I just feel like it's crazy. We're reaching an age where people can just say anything on the internet and think they can just get away with it. And it's like, dude, people think the internet's not, it's not real life.
No.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't spew this bullshit in person.
No, that's
so
true.
why are you're doing all this for clicks, attention, clout?
But then isn't clicks, attention, clout, isn't this TikToker getting more of that today than yesterday?
100%.
So you've helped them.
But in the short term, you've helped them. I never knew who Julia Thies. I don't even know how to say her last name. I don't know who she was. Now I do. I don't know. Maybe she has a big following on TikTok. For now, great for her. Great for business. Long term, if she has to take down all her videos and can't talk about the Biebers anymore, what is she going to talk about?
Move on to the next couple. You know what I mean? Maybe Selena and Benny.
Yeah, I guess. I guess she might have a new victim. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say, out of that relationship, who do you think's like wearing the pants, Selena or Benny?
Oh, I mean, obviously Selena
Yeah,
wears
I think
the pants
so too.
there. I don't know if that's defamation.
No, yeah. Allegedly.
So, yeah, allegedly wears the pants.
Should we get on with the next story?
Yeah.
We can not exclusively reveal who the croissants were last night of the Masked Singer.
Because it was, I'm guessing, broadcast on the show.
It was on the show last night.
Okay.
Todd and Julie Chrisley dressed up as the croissants last night.
I mean, it's croissant.
What?
It's croissant.
I think the T is silent. Croissant.
Croissant?
Croissant.
It's croissants. I've never heard someone, do you want a croissant?
The T is silent, I'm pretty sure.
I think Charlie's right.
I think the T
So
is
I'm
silent.
an idiot?
No, croissant.
I'm too Americanized.
Croissant.
I'm not worldwide.
Yeah. No.
Well,
yeah.
here where this is an American podcast, it's croissant.
Yeah, because you guys just read everything phonetically in America. You guys just you pronounce it phonetically.
Yeah. Well, also, if the T's there, right?
What?
The T's there,
No,
right?
but the T's there in buffet, idiot. Both French words.
Buffet.
Buffet.
I guess I don't say buffet. Okay, you got me.
Both
there.
French words.
Okay, that was
Case closed.
Case
I'm
closed.
tempted to end the podcast because that's actually so good.
You got me there, dude.
Anyway, the two croissants they performed Jailhouse Rock, and they were both.
I wonder who that was.
Did they get evicted? Was it the first people to get evicted?
I don't know. This is your story, dude.
They probably agreed, like, okay, we'll come for one episode.
Well, the thing is, I'm not a big Masked Singer fan, but the thing is that the costume kind of gives a clue, right, to who it is usually.
But they're not French.
Yeah, but you can't be too on the nose.
They were dressed.
You're trying to like throw people off. So the French thing threw people off, probably.
They're wearing Hamburglar type like stripes.
Got it. I mean, this is the most on-brand thing ever that they would be on the Masked Singer. What, you're upset about this?
I just think, no. I mean, it's just I thought that maybe when they got out of prison, maybe their lives were going to be for more good than going on the Masked Singer. But maybe like,
what do you mean? Of course they're kind of clout chasey, aren't they? The Chrisleys,
the biggest clout chasers
they got
ever.
They got pardoned, so they're free. There's nothing that can happen to them.
It wouldn't be my first sort of move to go on the Masked Singer.
Well, yours would be a big sit-down interview with like Barbara
Walters. Oh, rest in peace.
Not Barbara Walters. I always think of Barbara Walters. I don't know who you would think of as like the #1 interviewer to go to now.
Like
Gail King, maybe.
Yeah, I love Gail, so let's say
maybe
Gail. A question for you: if you were on the Masked Singer, what would you like dress up as to sort of subtly say this is Devon?
That's actually a really. I have not thought about this for two. I wish you would have gave me like more prep for this. Clearly, you have an idea of what you would.
Well, I think it's an obvious one for me.
Something with a camera, obviously.
Oh, I was gonna say I would go as giant blunt or something.
Oh, you think you're more known for weed
than for being? Like,
I feel like
paparazzi.
the two biggest thing you're known for is being Australian and being a paparazzi.
So maybe just like a really high kangaroo or something. With a camera?
I don't know if they isn't this. I don't know if they let weed references on.
They probably don't.
Cable television. It's on Fox.
I bet Cheech and Chong have been on there dressed as something weed related.
I doubt it, but I could see them being on it. I'm not the biggest fan of Masked Singer.
Oh no, why not?
I don't know. It seems corny as hell to me.
He is pretty corny. Should we get on with our comments?
Let's get to the comments. Busfield first. Nat Ricci,
I believe.
Is it Ricci?
I believe.
Okay, Nat Ricci. I find it terribly sad that no one comes forward until after the first victim speaks. Speak up when these things happen, in all caps. You should stop them from being able to abuse more children for F's sake. Yeah, so my thought process on this is if it did happen, I'm glad you came forward.
Yeah.
Why would you not if this did happen? My other problem with this is if it didn't happen, like what we saw with the Diddy case. Diddy clearly did some very bad things, right?
Yeah.
Then he got sued by 1,000 people which most of them I would assume were complete bullshit stories.
Right.
And unfortunately, when people come forward when things didn't happen, it muddies the water.
Right.
It makes you think that the actual victims who something it happened to didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I will say the fact that this was investigated in 2001, clearly something happened.
Yeah.
The theater was aware of this. If the theater wasn't aware of this until now, then my antennas would go up.
But the fact that they were aware means that there's been some smoke around this guy for.
He's also been had some other legal cases back in the 90s.
To do with kids?
I don't think to do with kids, but to do with assaulting people.
Okay, we'll have to see.
But I believe that he was either cleared or he settled in those cases. Marcia Lee, 25 years ago, baloney. I am a mom. I would go to the police immediately. This is a revenge plot. Yeah, so she's on Timothy's side, which, I mean...
If some creepy old guy, like...
Well, the 25 years ago, just to clarify, was the third accuser, and it was the dad who apparently came forward to prosecute.
I can't believe the dad didn't go forward at the time.
Mom,
I mean, you can't like victim shame like that, but I just can't believe...
The parents of these twins were within the last few years when it happened. Is Busfield guilty? 84% say yes. That's not a good sign.
No.
Not a good sign, but...
We'll
innocent until proven guilty.
I guess.
Bieber, the Detroit Black. People are suing a lot of folks these days.
Suing is in vogue.
Suing, I mean, people are always.
People sue a lot in America.
I know it's interesting.
Yep.
whenever we cover these lawsuits, and I know you're not a paperwork guy either. I don't know what it would take for me to actually sue someone.
To go through the rigmarole.
Yeah, like to hire an attorney and go to court. It just seems like so much work and money.
If you were accused of something really grotesque, obviously, that's true. If you had some sort of it'd have to be a high bar because going through the legal process, God, what
seems
hassle.
like a pain in the ass. But in certain instances, I guess it calls for a lawsuit. Nicole Walker, people post without any receipts.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Chrisley's just me Vic IP. The T is silent when pronounced properly.
Croissant.
Damn. Well, I told you earlier I don't like croissants. I don't like donuts either. Is that weird? Like if there's a free donut offered, you will not see me take it.
You won't take a free donut?
No.
That is insane.
Never.
Will you take the donut and then give it to me at least?
We used to get them, and I used to give them to my wife. Loves donuts. The Cruise Affliction, morning all. I woke up early just to watch this. All T's are silence in French, I think. I don't know. I didn't take French in school.
I did.
Did you?
Oui.
Did you actually?
Oui.
How many years?
Toi?
Oh my gosh. Tracy, Charlie, you're right. The TMZ podcast is number one. I'm always happy when I can catch an episode. Amen, Tracy.
Amen, Tracy. Yeah, we're getting a lot of good feedback internally and externally about the TMZ podcast.
Always.
Have
That's
you heard?
Actually good to hear.
I'm not going to reveal the internal tea, but everyone's happy with us, huh? Everyone's very, very happy with the TMZ podcast.
Glad to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Megan H. agreed. Charlie, the podcast is the best.
Thank you, Megan H.
No, I couldn't agree more.
I could agree more.
I mean, maybe the Golden Globes next year, you thinking? Is that our goal?
Could we be the podcast? No, because people love to shit on TMZ. We'll never get the kudos we deserve. We just have to feel it in our bones.
So we'll just continually not submit and then just say, yeah, we didn't submit it. That's the reason.
Yeah, we didn't submit, but we know.
Like award shows are fake anyway.
If you were in.
Can you imagine if me and you were at the Golden Globes? That'd be awesome though.
But if you are into entertainment news, is there a better daily podcast you could listen to?
Well, if you're trying to listen to on your phone, you just dropped yours and it might be broken. So.
I know.